Hello and welcome to this week's Trafford TV with me, Richard Bradshaw. Our top stories this week: funding boost for Trafford's elderly, recycle your yellow pages, vote to put Trafford on the food and drink map, schools praised for encouraging greener travel, local people give highways work the thumbs up, think before you drink and drive this summer. But first, Trafford Council is to receive more than £1.9 million to create a new extra care housing scheme. The scheme will be the first in the south of the borough and help elderly people care or support needs to continue to live independently. Trafford is one of only 25 successful bids to receive the funds from the government's £80 million to build extra care housing. Work on the project is likely to begin by September next year. The council is asking people to recycle their old yellow pages when their new directions are delivered to their doors. Recycling banks are being set up in Trafford Park, Partington, Timpley and Bowden. You will find details at www.trafford.gov.uk. All the old directories will be recycled into paper products like kitchen roll and tissue. Trafford residents are being asked to vote for 2 Trafford establishments shortlisted for the awards in the hotly contested Manchester Food and Drink Festival. Indian restaurant Dilly is fighting it out for the Healthy Sustainable Eating Award after winning the Best Vegetarian Provision category last year. And Red Rose Farm at Dunamassy are up for the Family Friendly Award and Best Food and Drink Retail Outlet. Log on to www.foodanddrinkfestival.com to vote before the end of August. 16 Trafford schools are up to receive more than £100,000 from government following their approval of their school travel plans. The travel plans encourage staff, parents and pupils to travel to school in a way that will help get cars off the road, tackle pollution and keep them healthy at the same time. Bicycle stores, improved pedestrian entrances and parent waiting shelters are just some of the things that could be introduced to Trafford schools thanks to a share of the money. Log on to www.trafford.gov.uk to find out if your school will benefit. 90% of people say they are happy with the work done so far on the 3-year £24 million programme to build better roads for Trafford. Half of the work scheduled for this year have already been carried out, and residents living near roads where major resurfacing has taken place are being canvassed on what they think. The feedback will help the council to shape the £24 million programme over the next 3 years. By the end of 2008, more than 80 kilometres of Trafford's 900-kilometre road network will have been resurfaced, and smarter working has resulted in £600,000 worth of savings. And finally, Trafford's transport strategy and road strategy team is supporting the Think strategy for drink driving, which reminds all drivers of the personal consequences of drink driving and that a drink driving conviction can ruin your life. This is urging drivers to think about the consequences of drink driving and that a drink driving conviction can ruin your life. If you drive at twice the legal alcohol limit, you are at least 30 times more likely to cause a road crash than a driver who hasn't been drinking. So the only safe option is not to drink alcohol if you plan to drive, and never offer an alcoholic drink to someone else who is intending to drive. That's all from me this week. You can find all the details of our top stories at www.trafford.gov.uk. Join us again next week on Trafford TV.